How much weight can you really lose in a week? We've all seen the videos on YouTube where they claim 5 kilos a week, a stone a week, or whatever. I'm going to try and find out exactly how much you can, so strap in and see how I do. Pretty sure if you were to enter a search into YouTube for weight loss, it would come up with all sorts of claims of I lost £7 in 7 days, I lost £14 in 7 days, I lost 5 kilos in a week, not to mention the £50 in 6 months and £30 in a month. And as you might guess, a lot of it is clickbait and just there to get you to watch them. So how much can you lose in a week? Well, I've been doing this for, if you check the title, 64 weeks, and I'm roughly £60 down. But my best week, I think, was £8. £8 is nearly 4 kilos. It's over half a stone. And that wasn't even my first week. My first week was £7, which is, I'm still impressed with that, but we all know you can do that. So why am I doing this now? Well, those of you who remember last week, I've had a couple of weeks of gains. I gained £4 last week and £3 the week before. And I know in my world, that means I'm slowly slipping off the edge again. And I've got to do something about it. So for 7 days, I've capped my calories. Well, not even capped them. I've done a reset. I've gone super tracking, make sure I track everything, and planning the day ahead. I released a load of shorts last week. I'm not going to subject you to all of them. If you want to see them, they're on my, if you go to the channel, they're, funnily enough, the last 7 days worth of shorts. But here's a couple of them. Well, as promised last night, I've shared today's weigh-in. I've gained another £4. So that's not good. That's £7 in 2 weigh-ins, and over the last month I'm £5 up. So what am I going to do about it? Well, all I can do is look back through the things I've tracked, and as I say, tracking's the way forward, and I can see the last 2 weeks have been absolutely terrible. Some of it's been because I've been working in places where it's too easy to snack, and some of it's been because I've taken my eye off the ball. So I've looked back at one of my better weeks. I've had a few weeks in the past 13, 14 months that I've lost over £7. So I'm trying to replicate one of them and get back to basics. I'm going to set myself a daily target of somewhere between 12 to 14 to allow a bit of breathing space. As long as I stay below 1,800 calories, I'll be in a calorie deficit and I'll still be losing weight. Well, as you can imagine, not every day went according to plan, but I did stick to a plan of sorts. Problem is, we had an audit at work. Anyway, I'll let this guy tell you. Well, how much weight can you lose in a week? Well, as you know, I was doing a reset last week and I lost a whopping £4. Yay, go me. The bottom line is you don't know how much weight you can lose in a week until you try it. But the way I did it was I had sensible breakfasts, sensible work lunches. You've seen the videos all week, and nice evening meals. I aimed for an average of 1,200 and failed miserably and hit an average of 1,600. But the bottom line is I lost weight. It's not my best ever, but it's great. I think my best ever was £8 in a week. I wish I could make this sound more exciting, but it's not. Because if I could, I'd get loads of hits, loads of people would get the message, and they'd come over and watch me on my YouTube channel. I put a weekly diary out every week, and I tell you like it is. There's no bullshit, there's no scams. Why not pop in and have a look? New video out tonight. So what did we learn from that, if anything? Well, we learned that I can't even stick to a hardcore diet for a week, but I tried. But isn't that the same for all of you? We all get thrown curves. For me, it's audits at work because we have to feed the auditor. Next thing, there's cakes and biscuits there. I can't help myself. I know my weaknesses. I know my problems. But as you saw, I still hit a calorie deficit of about 3,500. And it's no surprise I lost the £4. It's hardly rocket science, is it? You achieve a calorie deficit, you lose weight. And the best way I find to achieve it is through food tracking. Now the thing is, just looking at the title of this vlog, I'm 64 weeks in. I'm going to get a bit diet weary, but even when I'm in my worst weeks, I still track. And when I step on the scales on my weigh day, I find out what it's done to me. And the last couple of weeks haven't been kind. So it's always worth trying a diet reset, but not being unrealistic in your expectations. Yes, look at YouTube for tips and tricks. Ideally mine, but no, there's a lot out there. But don't take YouTube's word for it that you're going to lose £10 in a week, because you're not. You might get really, you might just really get lucky. The chances are if you lose £10 in a week, probably gain 14 the 2 weeks before. You've got to make it sustainable, realistic and achievable. And I find a realistic calorie intake is putting you 90% of the way there. So keep on following, keep on listening, and find your own way. You don't need someone else to tell you how to lose weight. You know what you've been doing wrong. And I'll see you soon. So with regards to the channel, definitely getting busier. I'm definitely getting more hits. Try my utmost to upload a short every day. That is heavy going, and I'm really enjoying the comments from you guys. So next week, I'm not sure where I'm going to go with it. I might just do a recipe, or well, let's decide here. Top 5s always seem to work, but I think next week I'll talk about where exercise fits into your weight loss program. But I'm going to have to research it first, so I can't give you any hints this week, but I'm definitely getting a lot more out of it because I'm doing some exercise now. So if you like what you're seeing, like, comment and subscribe and share. Yeah, I really like shares. Just boot that share button. But hopefully we'll see you next week.